Woke up pretty early this morning. I'm focused on dumping my dumpsters. We have two sitting at that house that we were at yesterday, and then one of them needs to go on rent this morning. We got to finish up that job. We got another job lined up this morning, and other things going on. So I wanted to wake up super early and go ahead and get this day started. I'm gonna have my guys show up while I go ahead and just dump dumpsters and get caught up on everything, and hopefully today is a lot better than it was yesterday. So let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and move these cones back up to this dumpster, hook onto it, and then we're gonna go to the Midland landfill. I gotta swap this dumpster, so in order to swap it, I'm just gonna drop it in the alley back here. Go pick up the full one, drop it in front of the street, come back, grab this one, throw it in the alley. We just need one more dumpster to finish this job, and I gotta put this, the one I'm about to dump, we gotta put that one on rent. Alright, so far everything's going pretty smooth. I mean, other than the guys showing up, pretty late, so I mean, they're just gonna have to, stick it out and make sure that get the job done while I go ahead and dump trailers or dump dumpsters and get them out on rent and take care of everything else. We do have a job scheduled. It was at 9 to 11, but I pushed it off to 11 to 12. We just got to make sure that the guys go ahead and can finish up that big job by 11 or 12 o'clock. That way they can meet up with me or already be there at the second job. But I'm about to dump this dumpster. This tastes really good. Starbucks double shot espresso. It's very strong. I like it. It's not too sweet. It's pretty good. It comes in a little can, so I bought two of them, but it's really good. Now check this out. Look at that guy's load. Literally touching the floor. Can't even see his lights. Alright, so this one was really easy. It's nice whenever you can just pull forward one time and it all comes out. Sometimes you gotta fight with it. Alright, so I ended up getting a call from a customer. I was supposed to go yesterday and give them an estimate. I was actually supposed to go the day before that as well, and I did go, but she rescheduled. So I rushed myself, I went to the house, I waited and waited. She finally got there, and then just to tell me that, hey, can you come tomorrow and give us an estimate? I was already there. They're moving. So I was like, okay. But we had that big job, and things took a lot longer than expected. So now I wasn't able to go yesterday, and now she wants to make sure that I show up today, which we are. And she's just been, giving me a lot of a hassle, because now she wants me to work on a Sunday. She doesn't want to send pictures. She wants me to go over there and take a look at it. So I'm going to throw a high price because customers being difficult with me. I mean, they rescheduled the first time we were supposed to go, and it had me waiting. And then I got busy because I already have things going on. I mean, I have lots of customers that call me on the daily basis. So it's not fair for me to cut them out just to go do an estimate when I have paying customers already. So now tomorrow, this evening, we're gonna see what we run into. So now I need to take this dumpster and drop it off for a 3-day, 5-day rental. It's gonna be $295 plus tax. The job's about 20-25 minutes away from the landfill. It's in Midland, so I'm gonna go drop it off. It's 10:25. I told the customer I'd be there around 10:30 to 11, so we'll be making it on time. But I really am truly grateful for my team and anyone who ever joined me and who has helped me in the past or now. This job is pretty hard. It's intensive labor. You see a lot of stuff. It's a dirty job, but I mean, I enjoy it. I think it's fun at times, and you know, a lot of the guys that work with me, they always end up, you know, calling me and stuff, and you know, asking if they could come along and whatnot. But right now we have enough, you know, hands at the moment, and I'm looking at hiring my brother-in-law as a full-time employee, as an actual driver. That way it could help with me not having to be out in the field so much, and I could be in the office and take care of marketing, accounting stuff, and things like that. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but I mean, time is everything, and I'm spending a lot of time in the truck and juggling everything. All right, so here I am. Nice easy drop. It's caliche, so I don't need to put boards down. All right, there you have it. All right, so I'm stuck in traffic again, and I'm doing the math, and I need to go ahead and pick up that dumpster that the guys went ahead and filled up with scrap, and I need to scrap that and drop that off at a job for them to do, which will be the second job, and then I need to go pick up that rental, because I'll end up being late if I don't. All right, so my guys finished up this job pretty quick. I had to go to the store because I had to, you know, give birth, but when I came back, they were already basically done with the job. The customer made it a little bit more difficult by not letting us drop the dumpster, but they were nice about it. I mean, she was a nice lady, so it's all good. Right, this dumpster with the chocolate is full. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys once I pull it out of the driveway. Tarp should be able to go over it, so it'll be all right. All right, so this load's heavy. This is all chocolate, Reese's Cups, all melted chocolate. So I kind of had a scare on the driveway. I ended up, the rollers ended up coming off of my board, and it hit the ground, and I thought it cracked the floor, but we're good. And it scuffed it a little bit, but nothing major. The guy already had a pallet jack, and there's a bunch of scuffs from where he had this dropped off at his house, so I'm fine. And but I was able to get it on the truck, and then one of the people trying to come down the street got really upset with me, but I just totally ignored him. I mean, I had to pick this up. I mean, I was already midway, you know, almost done, and this guy was just like trying to press on. But anyways, so here's some of the chocolate. Can't wait to try some. All right, so I barely made it to the landfill. That was a pretty heavy load. Weighed 1 ton. I only paid $35 for it. So a lot cheaper than going to the Odessa landfill, which is owned by Republic Services, which they're basically crooks, and they're price gouging my area. We've been price gouging the area because we're an oil producing area, so they know that there's oil field companies, and that some of the oil field companies have no choice but to dump in Odessa to save time. So they're price gouging, and just a shame. But anyways, made it here at the landfill. My guys are done with the other job. All right, so I just got here at the customer's house where I'm going to be doing an estimate. Hopefully they're not as difficult as I think they are. Hopefully I could just go in, come out, and be done with it, because it's been a hassle just to set up this estimate. So see how it goes. Okay, so as soon as I hopped out of the truck, looked at my phone, she just told me she's 25 minutes away, that she's not home, that she'll be there or be here in a minute. So now I have to wait, even though I gave her a 30-40 minute notice. So so that went the way I knew it was gonna go. So I'll talk about it once I pull out of here. All right, so remember I told you the customer was being difficult at the very beginning? Well, I knew that since she was being difficult at the very beginning, she was probably going to be difficult during the process of the estimate, and if we land the job, she'd be difficult as well. I just got a comment on my last video, and you're totally right. If a customer is being difficult, charge more for them being difficult, because more than likely they're going to make the job difficult. And so anyways, I gave the estimate way out of our budget apparently. But this house has to be at least $1 million, and they're retiring and moving off, wherever they're moving. A really nice, huge, big house with a lot of trash outside. I mean, they held on to a lot of stuff in one storage room that they had. Just to give you an idea of how big the house was, they had their own observatory to observe the stars. She told me there's only 2 loads there, and in my head I estimated 6 to 7 loads, and the reason being is because when I walked inside the house, nothing but clutter everywhere. Books on the shelves. They had like a library in there. Bunch of clothing from like the 70s or 80s that she was saying that we would end up having to take everything in the house out if whatever doesn't sell. So I couldn't even give an actual quote because nothing was ready to go. I mean, she's expecting everything to be sold by this weekend, which is impossible. Nobody is going to buy all them books. Nobody's going to buy all them clothes. Anyways, it was just frustrating because the amount of time it's taken and the stress levels of trying to arrange this and then getting a no and then kind of being laughed at for my price because she doesn't understand the work that's going to be involved with cleaning out everything. Her house is so big that I would need like at least 2-3 other hands to go around and help, and if not, it's going to take probably about 2 days to get the job done. I have a feeling she might end up calling back because she's having a hard time finding any help, and with what I do in my area, I'm one of the only ones in my area who answers the phone, who is an actual person, and who's the highest rated in all of West Texas. And I'm proud to say that. And if you don't believe it, check it out. But anyways, thank you for watching this vlog. I really appreciate it. Today's been a pretty good day. It was nice to end the day off with an estimate and basically, we'll see what happens. So yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'll see you at the next one.